So I first became aware of Dylan Sides and Lance Cowis a couple of years ago when they released a film called Revenge of the Mask. And this was a YouTube release, short film, fan film that they made. And it was based, on the Dark Horse version of The Mask, the comic book version of The Mask. And I loved it. And I wanted to talk to these guys and kind of pick their brains. So I sat down and did a long form interview with them about their process and everything. And just kind of who they were and how they got into the business and all that stuff. And I love them. Great guys. And it would be dishonest of me to say I'm not a little bit biased to be doing, this review. Over the course of the last couple of years, they've released several other films, Revenge of the Mask 2 and Rise of Odin's 9, and I've been fans of those films, and I've done reviews on those as well. And I root for these guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I root for them. I want to see them succeed because I like what they're doing, and I like what they're doing with independent film, and that they're doing their own spin on all these fan favorite films, but kind of like you get to see a different version of that with what they're doing. It's really cool. So yeah, it would be a little dishonest to say that I'm unbiased, that this is an unbiased review. But also keep in mind this. If I didn't enjoy this new film, Jumanji Level 1, I just wouldn't make the review. And that's the honest truth. I just wouldn't address it, because, I like these guys, because I like what they do, because I'm already fans of their work, I wouldn't want to shit on it. So I just wouldn't talk about it at all. So you should know that I did enjoy this film very much, just as much or more than some of their other films that they did. I actually felt like Jumanji Level 1 felt like a legitimate prequel to any of the Jumanji films, any of them. Either the two newer ones with The Rock and Kevin Hart, or even the 1995, classic that was more of a play on the book, a more classic play on the book that I loved when I was a kid. And it really felt like it's just part of that series. It really did. It felt very authentic. I was impressed with, and let me say too that this felt a little more in line with, it felt a little closer to the 1995 Robin Williams version, right, of Jumanji than the newer iteration. But, like I said, I feel like they could all be, in the same universe, 100%. Because just the way they play with time and how Jumanji can go through the years, I think it works perfectly. And as a prequel, this is awesome. Because we've never really seen the origin. We've seen some scenes in the other films. We get to see, like, stuff that happened with this game in the past, but we never saw its actual origin, and you actually get to see it in Jumanji Level 1, and I thought it was a really creative way to do it, how they literally, like, put a hex on this game. It was really cool. So I thought it was a really creative work. I thought I was really impressed. Honestly, probably the most impressive thing about this was the special effects, and that's not something you normally say about an independent short film, an almost fan film, if you will. You usually aren't speaking highly of special effects of a lower budget short film, But I was really impressed with what they did with the special effects. Like, kudos to whoever they had to do their effects. I can't remember the name of the company, but they did great. Like, it looked, like I said, legitimate. It looked very much like it could be a part of the actual film franchise. And that's great. And I got some background on it too from Dylan himself, who told me, and this was really impressive to me, that I think it's like 90% of this film was filmed on just a little outdoor stage that they built. Like all the scenes in Africa that look pretty damn authentic. Like it's hard to believe because I was like, I'm pretty sure these guys are filming in Michigan. How do you make Michigan look like Africa? I don't know. But I thought they did a really good job with this stage. I thought they did a fantastic job. So I was really impressed with that. Like I said, some parts of this I like even better than, The Mask, the two Mask films that they did, and The Rise of Odin's 9, which is kind of, it's in the Mask universe. I think parts of this I enjoyed even more than those. And I like that they pay homage too. I really like that. Like this, like I said, felt like the 95 Jumanji, like the OG, the original Jumanji. And much like when they did The Mask, the Revenge of the Mask and the Revenge of the Mask 2, how those, while based on the Dark Horse comics, also paid homage to the Jim Carrey 1993 version. So I just love that they do that. They pay homage to the original films in the franchise. I think that's really cool. But still bringing their own unique spin to it. Really enjoy it. But yeah, so if I didn't enjoy it, I just wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't be making this review at all. Like I said, I consider them, at least online, friends of mine. And I'm hoping to sit down with them again and talk about this film in particular. And I know they've got some other cool stuff in the works that I'd like to, see what I can get out of them about that. So hopefully, if you guys are interested in that, please stick around and subscribe to the channel because I am going to try to sit down with them and talk to them again and get their thoughts on this film and the Revenge of the Mask films and everything. Because the last time I talked to them was for the first Revenge of the Mask film. So there's been a lot of work in between, and I know they've been working on other projects as well, and I know they got something else really cool coming up. So it'd be cool to talk to them again. But yeah, as I said, definitely biased because I'm rooting for them 100%, and I like what they do, and I just like them. I like their personality, both of them. But I wouldn't make this at all. I would just not address it. You know what I mean? I could sit down with them anytime and not address one single, project that they worked on very easily. So it's safe to say I genuinely enjoyed this film, and like I said, I think that with what they did, I don't know what the budget was. I'm always impressed with what they can do on the budgets that they have. For indie film, for low budget film, they're definitely making the most use of the money they have. All the effects look really good. And like I said, in this, I feel like the effects are better in this Jumanji film than in their other films that they did. 100%. And so I don't know if they had different sound effects teams, but I do know it just felt more big budget. It really did. So, and another cool thing about this, that obviously if you watched the film, you saw, if you stayed to the end of the film, you get to find out about this charity. And it's really cool that this charity, it actually affected very much one of the actors in the film whose son fell ill and actually passed away, and this charity, this foundation, did something really great where almost like a Make-A-Wish Foundation, but it's not the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name, but it's definitely, if you've seen the film, you'll know what it is. You can go look at it too. I'll put a link to the original film and to the foundation in the description to this video. But they sent her son to the premiere of the Jumanji, the Next Level premiere. And it was cool. They were like special guests, her son was like a special guest of Kevin Hart and The Rock, who he's big fans of. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. And it was really, it got me a little emotional watching it, just, having kids myself. Like yeah, it hit home, man. Like, I don't have, my kids aren't ill, but I can't imagine if they did fall ill. I don't know. I thought it was really touching, and I'm really happy to see that, you know, with how well this film was made, with how good of a film it is, that the money that it does make through YouTube and through, I don't know, through donations or however else they do it. I don't know if they're going to release it on some other platform or anything, but I'm glad that that money is going to this foundation because I think that's really cool. And, you know, I haven't seen anything like this from Dylan and Lance in the past, specifically. So I imagine that they really believe in this foundation, and it's an important thing for them to do. So I thought that was really cool, and, you know, it made me care even more about it, to know kind of the story behind it, and how it's not just some random foundation. It's something that actually affected, you know, one of the main actors in this film, and yeah, just really cool, really cool. So yes, I very much enjoyed the film. I love what the money is going towards, and I hopefully will get to sit down with Dylan and Lance again very soon and talk about it in more detail, and kind of share with you guys and find out for myself a little bit more of the details behind it. So yeah, if you're interested in that, please stick around. And if you like videos like this, what I do on this channel, it's not just movie reviews. I talk about all kinds of things. Every day I pick a random topic. It's usually entertainment or pop culture related, but sometimes I delve into other things, you know, current events, politics, all kinds of things. Just whatever I feel like talking about that I feel is interesting and might interest other people. But if you're into that, then please subscribe for more, because yeah, that's kind of what I do. I pick a random topic a day. So if you want something new and interesting in your feed every day, please subscribe to the channel, or you can listen to it in audio format. I have a podcast. It's called Daily BS, just like the YouTube channel. So if you want to search that out and listen to the audio form of the podcast, more power to you. But yeah, so if you stick around, if you decide to subscribe or favorite or follow my podcast, then I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks.